All right, there we go. I think I got that fixed now. Okay, there we go. So if you're here and you would like a reading, come into the comments. Let me know. Welcome to Sleepover Saturdays, where I do live mini reads for people. I really should have the camera like over there because I'm going to be looking over there most of the time. I got that She Santee song stuck in my head. Let me also come over here and check. So I can have it on Facebook too, just in case anybody's commenting. But yeah, let me know if you're here in the comments. I am just shuffling the deck. Hi. Let me know if you're here in the comments. Welcome to Sleepover Saturday. Welcome to Sleepover Saturday. I really should have my camera pointed that way because that's where my computer is. So if like you guys give me comments, it's going to be over there. I gotta be careful with like me singing and me playing music. I don't know how it works over here if I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh wow! All my cards flying all over the place. All of the cards flying. Let me know in the comment section if you're here. Comment. Let me know so that way I can give you a reading. And I can give you a little mini reading. Comment with your question. Hey, Sharon, I see you. I see you. How you doing? Do you want a small little mini read? I think you're the only one in here, so just let me know if you want like the tarot or if you want one of my decks, one of my other oracle decks, and you know, my spirit animals, my goddesses. Let me know, baby. Let me know. Which one? Do you want the tarot or do you want the... Oh, and please, honey, share this out so that way I can get more people up in here. I want to share all the goodness. Do you want spirit animals? Do you want tarot? Do you want postcards from spirit? Do you want goddesses? What do you want? What's your flavor? Whatever I have handy. I got all of them handy, but I know I really think you like animals, the animal oracle. So I'm going to give you some of that. Okay. So, okay, awesome, Sharon. Thank you. So I see the antelope spirit in reverse, and I see the frog spirit, right? So antelope spirit and frog spirit, right? So things are going really fast for you right now. It's kind of like the world is blowing by in front of your face, and you're kind of not knowing how to handle all of the things that are going on right now because life is speeding up. Time is speeding up. We don't have enough time to get everything done. We can't get everything done in one day. We can't get everything done that we want in the time that's needed. The frog spirit is also saying that there is some mess that we got to get out of the way. And it's not necessarily mess that is, it's more personal mess. It's not mess like you've got, clothes all over the place and you've got to do your dishes and stuff like that. This is more of like a personal mess, cleaning out your closet, right? So there's some of that we need to get done, possibly some shadow work that goes with it as well, which seems like it's going to be really hard to do with this huge, speeding up of life that we've got going on. But I think you can do it. You're a tough cookie. Let me know if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know if you saw my one video history of tarot. I'm going to be doing more like it here shortly. Tarot, how to play it as a card game, which is going to be like super easy. Let me know if you're here in the comments. Makes sense. Awesome. Let me know if you're here in the comments. I can't read for you if I can't see you. And I'm also going to be checking my Facebook comments in case people are accidentally commenting there. But welcome to Sleepover Saturdays. My other person that's in here, where I drink wine and read tarot cards. It's fun. I think it's fun. I think it's fun. Hello, how are you? Would you like a reading? And if so, what is your question? Taxi. And now I've got Eminem stuck in my head. I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. Every time I see frog spirit, that is exactly what I think in my head. Oh, hey, Marco. Hi, Marco. How are you? All I see is your tag name, right? So I don't see, but thank you for giving me your name. Did you have a question? And you can ask me a question about tarot. You can ask me a question about a situation in your life. You can ask me random questions about esotericism or really like just about anything. Because this is this is Sleepover Saturdays. Normally I would do this on Facebook, but Facebook is being Facebook at the moment. So I'm trying this new format on YouTube to see what is going on, right? To see how it is over here. And normally we drink wine and we read tarot cards. Let me know who else is in here and if you would like a reading, and then I would be able, tell me your question. Not sure what to ask? Okay. I mean, I can do just a general one too if you want, like whatever comes out. And it's really like what spirit thinks you need to focus on, if that makes sense. People do that a lot too. Shuffling the cards a lot so you know it's random. And these cards are huge too. You know, most cards are super small. Like the majority of cards, they're like this big. Hold on. They're like this big, right? These are the cards that I use, which are a lot, a little fatter. These are like 3x5s. So they're like the size of my face, essentially. So, but I like to mess around with them, shuffle them. But it does use my entire upper body. So silly. Hi, Leslie. How are you? How are you, Leslie? Let me know if you want a reading. Ask me a question. There's not a lot of people in here, so really just ask me a question or something. I will do the things. You know how I do. It's usually like on Facebook, you know, I would have by now I would have like 40 people on there taking names. I got 3 of you. So you guys get the floor. My undivided attention. And you can pick like whatever deck you want to, Leslie. Like if you want the tarot, if you want my spirit animals, if you want the goddesses, if you want postcard from spirit, whatever you want, honey. All right, that's a question for the tarot. I just need one more card. That's it. Hold on. I got to do some math too. Numerology is a thing with tarot. Not a lot of people know that. Calculator. And I'm terrible with math, so I need a calculator. 18. Okay, so yes, but not anytime soon. You're looking at approximately around September, October timeframe. There's a lot of time that we have been spending. You've got all trump cards, by the way. Like every single one of them is a trump card. The Hermit, spending a lot of time alone, not trusting your intuition, probably listening to people and thinking people that are there to educate you and help you, but they're really not there for your best interest. They're there for their best interest. So it's all misleading or misguided information. And because we're not trusting our intuition, we're really blocking ourselves from doing the things that we want done, if that makes sense. But definitely a lot of time alone. But honey, me too. The Hermit has been me too. Okay. But yeah, the numbers look to be around September, October. I'm terrible at math as well. Yeah. And it's worse because these are Roman numerals. So like this one I get, but then when you get to this, it's like, okay, 10 plus that's 5 plus the 3. So that's 18. You know what I mean? It just, once you get the X and all the other ones, and then it gets really bad when you get like the D's and the M's and whew. All right, Sharon, will I be able to work from home permanently? Honey, I hope so, but let me find out because this working from home stuff, it's good. I like it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you always get done like all of the housework you think you're going to get done too. You know what I mean? Hold on, now I need 2 more cards. Oh, there's one. Whole bunch of people not trusting their intuition. So I got a 33% chance of a yes on that question, Miss Sharon. And if so, you'll know by the end of February. You'll know by the end of February. You've got the motivation, you've got the want, but I don't think that's the direction the company wants to go. There's something else you're not trusting your intuition with. And be careful with your finances the next couple of months too. Page of Coins in reverse or Page of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe getting some misleading information or misguided information specifically about finances and a little bit of overspending. Be careful with that. Someone else to get my chores done around that. Honey, my daughter's not of that age yet. My daughter is not of that age. I mean, she kind of is. She's starting to get into that age, but she's also really small still for her age. So it's like, okay, do the dishes. Oh, but you can't even, you can barely reach the sink. It's weird. It's a very weird thing. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Sharon. All right, who's next? I got at least I think YouTube counts me as 1, so that means there's 4 people in here. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your question is, and I'll answer your question with the tarot. I can also use, if you want general guidance with Spirit Animal Oracle, I got a Goddess Oracle deck. I've got a Postcards from Spirit, which is super cute. Very, very nice messages there. I've got a Rebel deck, which, if you guys don't mind cussing, is really hilarious. I got a ton of different things here. A ton of different things for you. As a matter of fact, I don't know, I feel randomly drawn to the Postcards from Spirit. So until I see somebody else comment a question, I'm going to give you guys a general. I just feel like so we've got general Postcards from Spirit. Leave me a comment so that way I know you're here. I can answer a question if you'd like, or I can just give you general guidance with with oracle cards. So this is postcards from spirit, and it's supposed to be read as though a past loved one, a loved one who's, passed away, is here reading you a message. Okay. So either a small part of this may relate to you or the whole thing, but just listen. There are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it may seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap day. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall, drown, or get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may not feel like you are in free fall, even if it may feel like you are in free fall, we are here for you. And you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. All the elements are in place and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself. That's the point. Hey, Sammy! It is a really good deck, Leslie. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, no, seriously, that Sea Shanty Wellerman song is stuck in my head like it's cool because it's all over TikTok. Oh my God. And they did a really stand-up job with that. You had people coming in, not just doing that one guy just, doing the thing, but then also the bass and the treble. And then we got some altos and sopranos and violinists and flutists. And I mean, a whole full-blown orchestra. There's an electronic version of it, techno version of it. I'm over here oh my gosh. General guidance. Okay. So general guidance, Marco, with what deck? Do you want goddesses? Do you want the postcards from spirit? Do you want spirit animals? Do you want tarot? I'm going to let you pick what you want. That way it's more catered to you. If not, you just want me to pick a thing, I'll pick a thing. That's totally fine. I will pick a thing. Hi, Diane. How are you? Have a general guidance card. Sure. What guidance, what oracle do you want from? And I'm waiting for Marco to give me his answer on a deck that he chooses. Spirit animal. Okay. And so let me get some spirit animals out here. And then Diane, I'll get you and your sister. Tell me what you guys want, and I'll get to you guys next. I'll put you guys over there. Oh, honey, you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in the things that you can do. You can lift and move mountains if you wanted to, but you don't trust in that in yourself. There's also a lot of things right now that you're not seeing clearly on. You're not thinking straight. Your head's a little foggy. There's a lot of questions that's going on in there that we really want answers to, but we don't know how to ask the questions. We don't know where to search for the answers. But it's all in here, honey. Look. So squirrel spirit, this came out in the reverse for you. And the reason why it says believe in yourself, but the reason why I see this is, think about it this way. We've all seen the Matrix at this point. And if you look, it's almost like that squirrel is making this acorn just levitate with his little hands, kind of like Neo saying there is no spoon and the spoon folds, right? Believe in yourself. You can do all of these great things that you don't believe you can. You don't see it in yourself that you can do these amazing things. Owls. This one came out in the reverse too. Owls, like any other predatory bird, can be able to see and focus on the things that they can survive with, right? Those little mice, those little rodents that are out in the field. But our vision is very clouded at this point. Our vision is very, very clouded. So it's hard for us to be able to think clearly and figure out all of those things that we need to figure out. But we also got dog spirit here, right? Dog spirit. Be loyal to the things that we love, the things that we care about. When in doubt, stick with things that we know at this time. Be loyal to your friends, your family, the people that that's the wrong word, deserve that love from you. Be loyal to those things. And believe in yourself, because that's really important. You can do a lot of great things. Deborah wants spirit animals. Okay. Spirit animals for both of you. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense for you, Marco, okay? All right, Diane, and then I'll do Deborah. You're very welcome, honey. You're very welcome. Miss Diane. Okay, horse spirit in reverse. You feel like your freedom can't come quite quick enough, if that makes sense. Coyote spirit, koala spirit. There's detours in our path that we already know what's going to happen. We talked about this, Diana. And so even though we're on this long way around to get to where we want to go, it's okay. It's going to be okay. We already talked about this, okay? It may be the long way around, but there are processes for which it's a divine detour. It is a detour for our highest good. Remember, I said in our last reading to use the knowledge that you already have, use not just your intuition, but the knowledge that you have gained. You've got a plan for this. There's going to be a plan. Everything is going to fall into place. I'm trying to give your reading without telling all of the things because I know you so well. Yeah. So if you hesitate before you take on new tasks, you may be confident, but you're not trusting, Marco, you're not trusting in yourself until maybe you get that little push to do it. That's why I said you could do anything you want if you put your mind to it. You're just confirming what I'm saying. You can do anything that you put your mind to, but it's taking that leap of faith. It's trusting in yourself that you can do it, which you just said you don't do. So you're hesitant. If you're hesitant, that means you're not confident in it, at least not at first. And in this case, I had already talked to Diane about her retirement, and she's still stuck at her job, and she's going to be stuck at her job for a while. It's going to be a long time, that divine detour. But we've already talked about a plan. We've already talked about these things, about using, Diane, your knowledge and your strengths that you have learned over the years. Jess, makes sense. Deborah, I hope you're hearing this. Hi, Miss Deborah. We'll do some spirit animals. And it's so funny, now that I think about it, that postcards from Spirit where it says, take a leap of faith, like it's leap time. Like, Marco, was that talking about you? Taking a leap of faith, trusting in yourself and trusting your gut? Jesus. Did I nail that one or what? And when I read that, I think you were just kind of like lurking in the shadows too. All right, Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah, do, 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 do. Ah, honey, honey, do, 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 do. Miss Deborah, now, funny, with all of that shuffling, you actually got Coyote Spirit in the reverse. So there is a path that we're on that is divergent, that we kind of need to turn around and go back to the beaten path, okay, if we can. This is not a good detour for us to have. It's going to be like a slap in the face with the cosmic 2x4. Seriously, it's not a good path. We need to be more independent in what we're doing, Cat Spirit here. We're leaning too much and relying too much on other people when we really need to rely on ourselves. Kind of like how cats are. Like, yeah, they'll come by. Oh, you're going to feed me? Awesome. But they don't need to come by, right? They don't need you. They can go catch that mouse, right? Just like, be like that cat. Be very independent. Let yourself be your own guide, okay? Again, you're being reliant on other people to help you, to navigate you. Trust in yourself, trust in your intuition. Maybe meditate a little bit, write it out, write down the pros and the cons of things. But you feel like nobody's got your back when you have to have your own back first. Does that make sense? Like, if you're not confident in yourself, if you don't got your own back, nobody's going to stand up for you either. Oh, don't be scared, Diane. Don't be scared. Or if that's Deborah on Diane's account, don't be scared. It's going to be okay. Because every little thing is going to be all right. Saying don't worry about a thing. Because every little thing is going to be all right. Rise up this morning. Smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds beside my doorstep and singing sweet songs, a melody that's pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Look, I know I'm a terrible singer, okay? I already know I'm a terrible singer. You don't got to tell me. I'm going to have fun with it, though. Deborah, yeah, I kind of figured that. I kind of figured that. But yeah, share this out. I only got a couple of people on here. I want to be able to give more readings. We've only been on here for like 30 minutes. I want to be able to stay here longer and do all of the cool things. You're so welcome, Diane. You're so welcome. You know, I always love you guys. All of you. You, Deborah, Sharon, Leslie, You're my homies. I hope Marco is going to be a new homie too. Marco, stay with me. At least I'm funny. Maybe. You sing it with me? Yes! I make up my own songs, but I also sing other random songs that come to my head. I think that's why people like me, because I'm like spontaneous with music. I don't know. Because it's definitely not for the singing. It's definitely not for the singing. What else do I want to do? Do I want to do another postcard from Spirit? Do I want to like pull out stuff from my other decks? I don't know what I want to do. There's only 5 of y'all. Let me share this out to some other Facebook areas. Because like I said, I'm more like people see me on Facebook more than they do anywhere else. Anywhere else. And normally, oh my God, I really do got to come up with like a list of actually, like I did for Christmas, a list of actual songs for all of my zodiac signs, right? I'm missing so many. Guys, you're supposed to help me. Jesus. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't take me for reals now. All right. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You give love a bad name. Do you think it's because the word hasn't gotten out about the change in your new platform? I've been putting it out there, but I think that there are a lot of people that are used to me doing things one way, that when I start to branch out, and I started to branch out on a lot of platforms all at once, that it's kind of hard for them to find me, because I kind of haven't built this tree yet of I'm on this platform and this platform. And I haven't even gotten like my Twitter. Like I made a Twitter account a couple of years ago, and that was honestly just to troll the standing president at the time. And seriously, I thought I was funny. And I also didn't have the foresight to think that I was going to put myself out there. But I have a Twitter, and I just haven't done anything with it. But it's not, I don't think it's that they don't know how to find me. I think it's that I'm so sporadic with where I am. Like TikTok allows me to do like 1-minute snippets, and it's so easy for me to do 1 minute, and I'll have like a bunch of 1-minute videos. Facebook is just, I don't even know about Facebook. Facebook is just Facebook. You can't, they're like searching stuff from like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, of memes that I've put up, and it doesn't even make sense, because it's like I'm making fun of hate groups. I don't understand. Why are you? I'm making fun of Nazis in these posts. Why are we taking this down? I didn't know we weren't allowed to make fun of Nazis, but that's where we are right now, and that is why I've been blocked this time, and I can't go back to doing Facebook Lives. But like YouTube has forced me to do other things too, and it has made me try to be more creative. So like I did that history of tarot video, and I've got more videos that are being planned now. Like the next video that I'm going to do, I had to reconfigure my setup a little bit. So that way I can flip the camera down so you can see the cards, because the next video that I'm going to be doing is showing you how to play the tarocchi. And I know I don't have an Italian accent, so it just sounds kind of weird. But which is, it's the Taroki is actually like the game of cards that the tarot was originally meant for, because the tarot wasn't a form of divination until well into the late 1700s, early 1800s. So you have that as like a game, and I want to show you guys the game before I then go into, well, here's how you play it for divination purposes. So YouTube has definitely forced me to get more creative. If I want more people to follow me on YouTube, I've got to give them content. I got to give them more than just taroscopes. I got to give them more than just the once in a while live readings. I've got to build content. I've got to let people know this is a much wider audience, and I've got to let people know that I know what I'm talking about, that I'm knowledgeable in what I've been doing. You guys, my Facebook friends, my Facebook community, you know, you've been with me through this ride. You've been with me for at the minimum, what, a year and a half, 2 years, and I've been professionally reading for 3. So you guys know. But the Facebook community, even though it is a couple million people, I'm only catering to a very, very small subset, when YouTube is a much broader audience. So that's also a thing. And I just did a lot of talking. And there's no other questions. So, but yeah, I've got a lot of plans of content. I've got content planned for the tarot and psychology, how that plays into it, because Carl Jung did a whole big thing. You guys don't see it, but I'm like doing the Italian hands. It's really hilarious. Let me pull this down just a little bit. Can I do that? Nope, it's going to sit right there. That's where it's happy. And I'm fine with that, because I'm doing the Italian hands. Oh, what can you do to help, Miss Sharon? Just get it out there. You know, if I'm doing this live right now, you know, share it to your other groups. If you have friends, if you have family or anybody that you know, let them know, hey, I know this really good reader that can help you out. You can get to her. You can message her here on her business account on Facebook, but she also goes live and she does these awesome videos on YouTube. You know, make that's going to be where the bulk of, I'm trying to make the bulk of my content is going to be on YouTube. There's also a website. I don't know if you also follow, because I do know some of my fans also follow a couple other readers. So I don't know if you know who Sam Eddy or Christina McCaslin are, but we have come together to make our own website. It's a reader's website. You can go in there, get readings from various other readers as well. And these are all readers that I trust, that I've been reading with for years. There's that website, which I did also put on my Facebook page, but it's really just helping me get my name out there. Word of mouth communication, you know, let people know that I am somebody that they can trust. You know, I've got a whole ton of credentials, you know, I've been doing this forever. And if anybody wants to see my credentials, I'll be more than willing to put them out there. You know, I'm a certified minister. I am a Reiki master. I do professional tarot reading. So it's just all of these different things. I want to help people. That's really what it's about. Let people know I want to help them. I'm cheaper than a therapist. $180 an hour, or like $35, $15 if I'm on sale. You know, that's how I see it. I don't know. What other questions you got? Remember, like, I'm looking over here because this is where all the comments are. It'll happen. Sharon, I love you. Diane, I love you. Deborah, I love you. Leslie, I love you. Marco, I love you. So I really hope more people come in here too. I really do. Did you guys see my history of tarot? Because that was a really good, I put a lot of, do you know I cut out almost 3 minutes of ums and ands, because that's all I do. And so, but yeah, almost 3 minutes of that. And I still had a 13-minute long video. The process in this is really crazy. I didn't realize how unsure of my speech I was until I started having to get committed in front of a camera. I always like went with the flow, and I didn't mind it so much because there's not a lot of people that are going to see me, right? No, now I'm in front of this huge audience, and it's like, what do I say? Shot through the heart, and I'm to blame. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What other questions you got? I'm here for you. Let me see. Do 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 do. By the way, I'm just sharing to more of my groups. Maybe I can get like more people in here. Jess. And then, of course, like my phone wants to just autocorrect the wrong words. All right, let's see. Let us see. Be our guest, be our guest, put our service to the test. Or what's the one that I do for cancer? The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. What more are you looking for? Under the sea. Under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore, they work all day. Up in the sun, they slave away. While we're devoting the full time to floating under the sea. Yes. Yes, because that's what's going to keep happening. I'm just going to keep singing. I'm just going to keep singing. Or I might have scared people away with my singing. That could have also been a thing. Because I saw like, oh, you got a person. And then they like went away. I don't know why. I do not know why. Maybe my singing is that terrible. That is fine. That is fine. That is fine. Oh, yeah. So, okay. What has been the hardest thing for you to deal with since you're like just learning these skills for yourself? If there's any tips or pointers that I can give you, I would be more than happy to do so. But what have you felt has been the hardest thing for you to overcome? Is it, blocking the outside energies? Is it meditating? Is it doing your shadow work or finding your inner self? Usually, like most new empaths, usually say it's like blocking outside energies, but I just want to make sure that's what it is before I just start rambling on about that. Because I will digress on a whole nother. You just tell me what you need, baby. Because wine is good. but you need to water down. You can't just be all wine. You know how crazy I would be on here? Come on now. Guys, come on now. Let me know, by the way, too, in the comments if you're here. I don't know if you're here if you don't comment. And if you would like a reading, let me know in the comments as well. And give me a question that you might have. But really, everything. But really, there is so much going on. I don't know how to handle it. Yes. Yes, those outside energies, they're really crazy. So there's very easy blocking that you can do. One of the first things that I learned how to do was to kind of just envision myself in a big white bubble. Okay. And that like white, blinding, white, heavenly, searing, white light that you can think of. You're radiating that and blasting that out around you. And that kind of gives you like that little force field. There's other ways that you can envision that as well. You can envision it like you're in a crystal, like a hematite crystal. You can also do other things to protect your out. Like if you're in a room, like right now, I'm in my own room, but I surround myself with specific crystals for certain things. Black tourmaline, snowflake or black obsidian, black, smoky quartz. These are things that you can set around you, or even clear quartz. If you set the right energy, you can set these around you. You can keep them in your pocket if you're walking around. That will help you mask some of that energy. Those are like really good beginner steps. And then like once you get into it, it'll become like second nature for you. Spiritually Tarot. Hey, look. General, you just want a general. Let me know. Spiritually Tarot, let me know. Do you want, since you want a general, do you want from my tarot? Do you want from my spirit animal oracle, goddess oracle, postcards from spirit? I got a ton of different decks for you to choose from, and I don't have a lot of people on here. So because of that, I'm kind of giving you guys, I'm kind of giving you guys your own pick of the thing. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Same thing goes. Ask me a question. Let me know what deck you want it out of, and I will get to you. I love my crystals too. No, I really do. And I've got so many. Like if we were going to have like a tarot, like not a tarot, a crystal showing, I would have to go out like in different rooms. Let me show you this. I've got so many of them. My husband's like, do you need any more crystals? Yes, I do. Yeah. So you already have a bunch of crystals. You started with crystals. Yeah. So now just keep doing that visualization process as well. That visualization process will also help you. And then you can carry that. It's going to be like a mental thing. There's a book that I read from Christopher Penczak, The Inner Temple. And one of the things that he talks about is kind of like that instant trigger, do something and then in your mind correspond that thing with like, it could be crossing your fingers. It could be snapping your fingers. It could be, tugging on your ear, or putting certain fingers together. And that's that instant trigger to put you in that mindset of where you need to be. It does take practice, lots of meditation, but you can do that. No, you can't have just one. It's like Pringles. Once you pop, you just can't stop. I'm telling you. God, I got so many of them. And like right here, I'm not even kidding you, because I know that I'm going to be live and I'm going to be around other people's energies. Like I've got obsidian right here. I've got snowflake in a star shape right over here. And I kind of put them around the room. I got a smoky quartz over there, so it's like I put them around me. kind of like, this is the intent I'm going to have. So this is where I'm going to lay all my things. It's true. It's true. I could open my own crystal shop. Yes. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't open my own crystal shop only because like all of the crystals that I buy, I want to keep for myself. I want to keep them all. I've got so many of them too. So many of them. And I've got different incenses, but you guys know I make my own incense anyway. So I got my own incenses. I've made, I don't know if I want to put them up on my shop because I don't know how many people would actually buy them, but I've got incenses for every element. And I just picked up some new materials for earth too. God, that one smells like heavenly. It smells like the woods. It smells like the woods. It's so awesome. You like to wear yours around your neck. Yeah. No, but that is a really good spot, to have because it's close to your heart. It's one of the reasons it's the exact same reason why you've got people who wear the cross or people who wear the Star of David or, whatever, they put it around their neck because it falls right by their heart to keep it closer to their heart chakra. It's more meaningful that way. Oh, you were in Sedona. That's awesome. I've never been there. I've never been to Sedona. I've been to like Yuma and El Centro and like the worst of the deserts, but no, I've never been to Sedona. That would be awesome. Special crystals in your car. Yeah, I've heard people do that too. I know a ton of people that put certain crystals in their car as well. What are your favorite kinds of crystals? Honestly, like what are your favorite crystals? I would love to hear your comments on this. The smell of with Leslie, you would love the earth incense. You really would. It's made of just a little dash of patchouli, not too much, but pine bark, a little bit of pine bark, a little bit of pine needles, and patchouli, and really that's it. And then like a little bit of the vegetable glycerin. That's what I was thinking of. Like a drop or two. I put a little bit of that in every single one of my incenses because it kind of makes it less powdery. Because when you grind everything down, it kind of makes it like a powder. This kind of just clumps it up just enough so it looks more leafy, more incensey, and all of those tiny little things are put together. But yeah, oh my God, it is so good. And like the fire one, it's like cinnamon and nutmeg, and it just hits you like fire. Like you feel like you're in the desert. It's freaking phenomenal. I gotta go. Yeah, Leslie, I'm still really nervous about traveling. My husband and I were really nervous. We were supposed to take a trip to Disney World in October. We had to cancel that because of the pandemic. We're very, very nervous. We have people that are close to us that are part of that at-risk category. We don't want to put them at risk. People who have, autoimmune disorders or, just elderly friends that are just really at risk. We don't want to do that to them. So we want to, take care of everybody around us. Amethyst. So amethyst is my favorite as well. What's selenite for? So I usually use selenite for conducting like channeling energy and bringing it to a specific place. But it's really good it's really more of those one of those angelic stones. It's good for clearing, it's good for cleansing, it's good for directing energy. When I do Reiki, I generally use selenite wands to direct energy to my clients, so that way they get that I also use that in conjunction with other crystals. Selenite is also one of those stones that you don't want to put underwater because of its chemical composition, it will run, it'll dissolve. But on the plus side, you don't have to clear it like most other crystals. So other crystals, you'd have to cleanse them in the moonlight, or you have to cleanse them with, water or by smoke. But selenite, kyanite, and I think there's another one that I can't remember off the top of my head, are two crystals that you don't have to worry about cleansing. This is why we call them like angelic stones, because you don't have to worry about cleansing them. They'll just come right out. I actually have kyanite and selenite here in my bag in my pouch that I put my tarot in. It helps clear my tarot, not necessarily from my energy, but from the other, from everyone else's energy. But that's generally what selenite is for. Black tourmaline, tiger's eye, hematite. Hematite too, Marco. Hematite, I used to find hematite in my yard all the time when I lived in Elizabeth, New Jersey. It was just like one of those rocks I would just randomly pick up and find, and it was everywhere. Everywhere. I don't have much hematite anymore, but yeah. It can do both. It'll bring in energy and it'll take energy away. It's just about your intent. So for example, I'll use my selenite wands to direct energy, like a focus, like a laser beam directs energy to a specific point. It'll direct energy, but then I also use it to do cord cutting. So it's all about the intent that you use it with. Yeah, go when it's safer. There's a shop by me that has a lot of crystals as well. It's called the Aquarian because I live out in Virginia. But it's it's a different kind of store. It's a lot bigger than what I'm used to for a metaphysical shop. Okay, that makes sense. I'm glad you feel okay. I'm catching up. I'm now catching up with all of the comments. Selenite is really good for Reiki. I also use for Reiki, especially for added emphasis on the clearing of energy. I also use apophyllite, which is a really good one. One of the ones, I've got a small apophyllite crystal somewhere around here. But I also have a larger one. I've got an area where I've got plants and everything. It's my little meditation spot, but I got this huge chunk of apophyllite there. That's also good for clearing energy, connecting harmonious energies, if that makes sense. Tiger's eye, labradorite, and black tourmaline. So yeah, black tourmaline is really great for blocking energies, negating energies, things like that. Tiger's eye is really good. It's it's one of the ones that we use during our sun festivals, but it's really good as a like masculine, bringing things into you like money, success, good fortune, stuff like that. It's one of those solar energy stones. It's really good. And what was the other one? You said labradorite. I have one of those. I also use that for similar intentions, but it can be used for other things. I'd have to go into my book of correspondences to cite all those other things for you. Oh, I'm so glad, Leslie. I'm really glad you enjoyed that Reiki session. I haven't actually, when was the last? I think our session was the last Reiki session I did. I would really love to do more of those because whenever I give y'all Reiki, I get a little Reiki for myself too. Because that energy's got to come through me and then I direct it, right? So like I get a little Reiki too. I love it. But actually, since I don't have a lot of comments, hold on one second. Book of correspondences. I got books for guys. I got books for everything. I got books for everything. Times of the day, celebrations. Do we have? Yeah, here we go. Stones, labradorite, 7. There's like a whole bunch of different things that it can do. Let's see. Soothe anger. That's one of them. 20. Gives awareness. Balance. Is there just like one thing though? Where it gives me all of this stuff? Yes, here it is. Here it is. Here we go. Labradorite. Yep. So it's another firestone, similar to tiger's eye. Animals, awareness, balance, clarity, confidence, connections, courage, destiny, dream work, energy, growth, inspiration, intuition, vitality of life, open to love, magic, mindfulness, motivation, self work, the senses, mostly the inner voices, spirits to contact, inner strength, stress, more success, transformation, visions, and wisdom, labradorite. What does Reiki do? So Reiki is a Japanese word for energy, universal energy. And basically what it is being able to channel the universal energy like you would channel the energy from the sun or the energy from the universe in general. You are channeling that energy, bringing it into you as a filter, and then giving that to somebody else with a person. You know, if when I do distance Reiki, that person, I need to at least be on the look at them, at least be on the phone with them doing video. That way I see them in my mind. I give them that energy. Sometimes that is when I do it that way, it is instant. They feel that energy right away, but it's really just energy work. And it's for a lot of different spiritual reasons. Sometimes there is physical reasons for it. There's no proof. I'm going to say right now, there's no proof that Reiki does any physical healing, but I do have anecdotal evidence where Reiki, this energy healing, has helped people with certain physical ailments, like the clearing of like the colon, like their stomach doesn't hurt anymore. The pain in their abdomen doesn't work anymore. Headaches are gone, things of that nature. But you can use Reiki anytime, all the time. Sometimes if I go to sleep, I'm giving myself Reiki, it's just, you can do it all the time. Work. Yeah. And when you're at work, you bring the black tourmaline. Yes. Yes, absolutely. You've never had Reiki done. So yeah, just contact me. And I can set up a Reiki appointment for you. They generally last anywhere between 30 to 40 minutes. You let me know if there's anything specific that you would like worked on, and then I can bring in those crystals for those specific chakras. I also help, while I'm doing it, I also help balance those chakras as well. So there's like a process to my things. Yeah, Marco, I'm telling you, the Reiki is amazing. It was instant. Yeah. So a lot of the times, especially if I'm doing like that video face to face, it's instant. But if I have to do it like over a picture, or if I put your name in a box and I do a Reiki box, it may not be instant. Like it may be the next day, 2 days, 3 days later, because I don't have that connection. And then it feels really awesome if I can do like hands-on Reiki. If I can actually like put my hands on you, then you can like feel the energy coming through you. It's pretty dope. Spiritual aspirin. Yes. Lots of negative things at work. Yeah, one of my old jobs, there was a lot of negativity. So carrying around those shielding things really helps. Then I got really good at cloaking myself, but that's like as I got more advanced in like magical practices, you become really good at saying, okay, I'm envisioning myself in this black cloak and now nobody can see me. And that was a really big deal in the job that I was in. One, because not that it was a warehouse job, but it was like a factory job almost. And I worked for the offices, so I always had to get dressed up. And when I had to get onto the factory floor, like everybody wanted to look at you. And so, you know, it was nice to have that cloak. That became really good because I didn't always have outfits that I had pockets. Girls don't get pockets with their cute clothes. I'm sorry. They don't. And then it would have helped me a lot too when I was working in retail. There was like a huge stint when I was working in retail and I didn't know about all of this stuff then, but God, my life would have been so much better. Yeah, the hands get hot. Absolutely. We actually do one of these things and we like clap our hands and then there's like a special symbol that we put in there. There's symbols, believe it or not, too. You guys, your eyes are closed, but we etch these symbols like into your aura and it's usually symbols for the balance of emotions, symbols for harmony, or the release of emotions, right? The symbols for balance and power. So we actually etch these when we're doing Reiki. We will etch these into your aura and then put them into your aura directly into the chakra that it needs to be in. So my Reiki is $45. Now, if you wanted to do your own like spiritual cleanse, there are other things that you can do as well that isn't just Reiki. There are spiritual baths that you can take that you can just sit in. And that is, so like if you don't want to pay me $45 to do the Reiki, it's totally fine. You can go get yourself some cheesecloth and put some like lavender, a little bit of lavender, a little bit of jasmine flower, a little bit of spearmint. And I think I'm forgetting something. But you essentially put that like you were making a big tea bag and put that in a hot bathtub. Okay. Fill it with water like you're going to take a bath. You're going to turn yourself into a tea. But when you do that, you're cleansing yourself with the intent to cleanse all of the anxiety, all of the negative energy, all of that away from you. But certainly doing the Reiki is also good because not only do I do that, but I also balance your chakras, which is not necessarily that a tea bath will do for you, but it'll help if you can't afford, doing a tea bath is sometimes more affordable than getting Reiki. I'm just kind of helping you out, not trying to outsell myself or anything like that. I would love to have your patronage, but there are things that you can do at home for that as well. Yes, man. And there's going to be a time where I do think I'm going to get back into retail, but for different